Hello and welcome back to the channel Health Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you enjoy what you're seeing and if you want to continue seeing more. Coming up, Leeds Rhinos to lead the way when it comes to Women's Rugby League. Two lots of troubles off the field for the Lebanon side. And a fans forum at Bradford Bulls is happening soon. But Nigel Wood won't be there. The Bradford Bulls are holding their next fans forum on Monday, November the 7th. But unlike last time, owner Nigel Wood will not be in attendance to answer questions. Instead, Chief Executive Jason Hurst, Head Coach Mark Dunning and Head of Youth Ryan Unkin will form the panel. The previous forum was held in July, just weeks after Dunning had been permanently appointed, and only 6 days after Humble being humiliated 53 points to 10 in a loss at Newcastle Thunder. Back then, the interest had peaked by Wood's announcement of a plans for a new state-of-the-art facility for the club, Odsal Sports City. But there was tension when the forum ended without opportunity for fans to ask their own questions from the floor. Wood and Hurst did go into the crowd afterwards to speak to the supporters, with the former getting a mixed reception, while the latter confirmed at future forums the public would get chance to put their queries forward to the panel. Andrew Foster of Total Rugby League, who I quoted on a previous episode about that fans forum, was left bemused and bewildered because of the fans forum's lack of question and answer. As he said, they did come out afterwards, but Nigel Wood didn't come out in a good light. The next forum will be held at the Odsal Stadium in the AJJB South Bank events venue, with the doors opening at 7 PM for a 7:30 start, where the club updates will be issued alongside questions taken from the audience. Season ticket holders will be getting exclusive access to tickets until the day of the event, when the remaining tickets will go on general sale, should capacity allow. A unique password has been sent to all Bulls 2023 season ticket holders via email, which enables them access to the booking window on the club's ticketing website. If you have not bought your ticket yet for next year, but still want early access to the forum, you can click the embedded link on the Telegraph and Argos website to get that information. Well, to get that all sorted, should I say. But it's not the only news that Bradford Bulls are looking for, as a local MP has made a bold claim. Judith Cummings has called on the government to use the power of sport as a force for good to bring investment into Bradford. Speaking in a debate on the contribution of Rugby League World Cup to culture and sport in the UK, Judith highlighted how the sport is at the heart of the local communities in her Bradford South constituency. Week in, week out, local communities come together to support their clubs, their local kids team and young players. However, levels of investment and opportunity haven't always matched the pride we feel in our towns and cities, but it's moments like the World Cup that will get communities the opportunity to stand tall and showcase where they live to the world. A compelling levelling up bid has been submitted to the government for a world-class stadium and training complex for elite sports with a rugby league skills, training and education centre in Odsal to serve the people of Yorkshire and the North. Can't wait to host the World Cup again in a decade's time and be standing in our very own Odsal Stadium in Bradford, cheering England on. This is a response into what they said that the 2022 Cup's world-leading social impact programme has invested more than 26 million in equipment, facilities, volunteering, mental health, culture and education to transform clubs into the hubs of communities. And for the first time, the men's, women's and wheelchair tournaments will be held concurrently. A study from Sheffield Hallam University shows that investment in sport and physical activity gives back 4 times the investments in social value, the equivalent to 72 billion each year across the UK, improving people's health and well-being, creating jobs and stimulating local economy growth as well. At this time, that stadium idea is a long way away, and Bradford have been talking about it for years. It's just that they haven't been able to get the investment needed, and haven't done ever since Nigel Wood had promised it when he became the boss, due to leaving the RFL and being in charge of the rugby club as a chairman, CEO, or whatever position he holds. It's all well and good that the MP from Bradford South and their constituency are bigging up this idea, but until there's a substantive investment, then we may never see this. Bradford could be one of those clubs that go to ruins. Now we come to the news that Betfred Women's Super League North champions Leeds Rhinos will make history in 2023 by becoming the first team in this country to financially reward their players for their efforts on the field for the club. The Rhinos won their second grand final in just 4 years in 2022 and are looking to expand Women's Rugby League operations in 2023. This will include a winning bonus for each game next season, along with a meritocratic payments for success in the Challenge Cup and Grand Final competitions, with hopes of contracting experienced players to value their contributions to the women's and girls' game in Leeds. This is a further fillip for the girls in the England squad, who go into the first game of the Women's Rugby League World Cup at Headingley Stadium on Tuesday the 1st of November, with the historical double header that sees the host England taking on Brazil at 2:30, followed by the Papua New Guinea Orchids clash with Canada at 5 p.m. The Rhinos have 7 players in the England squad for the World Cup, as well as Tara Moxon in the Papua New Guinea Orchids squad. The move in 2023 is the second phase of the club's work towards making their women's team professional. Phase 1 included further medical and sports science support with a women's team doctor, private scans, additional physio support, and an enhanced sports science program that resulted in the Rhinos making both major finals last season. The club also, as a part of Phase 1, paid the women's players for their time and committed to promote the game for media and commercial appearances, whilst contributing towards expenses for players' travelling a significant distance, and provided equipment such as boots, gym and gum shields. Phase 2 looks to bolster this positive step towards professionalising the women's game, with payments towards players in a small step in the right direction to keep enhancing the women's game and supporting the club's players. Leeds Rhinos head coach Lois Ford-Sells commented, "Great to see the growth and development of the women's programme at Leeds Rhinos since 2018. Year on year, it has grown. The club have big ambitions, and these steps are all positive ones in the right direction that look to grow the game sustainably." Whilst Leeds Rhinos Chief Executive Gary Hetherington commented, "The Leeds Rhinos women's team are an integral part of our club, and we are keen to see them progress, as well as inspire more women and girls in Leeds to play rugby league. There have been huge strides made in the women's game in this country over the last 5 years, and we hope we can move forward even further over the next 5 years." So Leeds Rhinos are officially the first team to start paying some sort of pay to their rugby league players for their time and efforts while playing for the club. Deserving, they've won trophies, they play a fantastic sport, and they're producing representatives on the international scene. We'll have to see how the international teams go in the next couple of days. That's tomorrow, isn't it? When it starts. I'm looking forward to it. Tell me, who do you think will win in the women's draw in the comment section below? And finally, Lebanon coach Michael Checker thankfully saw the lighter side of his side's horror week, having found themselves victims of 2 separate robberies in their team hotel. It was reported earlier in the week that intruders had stolen equipment, and Checker revealed the crime reoccurred on Saturday night in their Manchester-based hotel. The 55-year-old dual international coach said most of the stolen items were his own personal equipment, including laptops, while they managed to get their hands on their playing kit. The distraction didn't cause too much of an upset for the Cedars in the World Cup tournament, going on to defeat Jamaica 42 points to 12 in Leeds to secure their place in the quarterfinals. Checker revealed in his post-match press conference at Leeds Sports Village that we had another intruder last night. They said we're part-timers. I think the other part-time is security work at the moment. Someone came into the team room and I'm not too sure what happened. They called me, thank goodness, so I got down there and settled it all down, and the police did their bit after that. It was an early kick-off, so I didn't want to run down the street chasing blokes at 10 o'clock in the morning, or at night. They thought they were on an episode of Law and Order. They didn't know what they were doing, the fellas. It's been a crazy week with all that happened. We tried not to have it as a distraction. The side were first targeted by thieves earlier this week, Checkers said. I woke up early in the morning to do a Zoom early morning. I went down to the team room and everything was gone. I didn't even think about it. I went to the hotel guys and said there's something going on. And they said, we've been robbed. We got our strip back, that was the main thing. The first thing I would have stolen, would have been the Lebanese jerseys. But he left those behind. I think everyone has handled those distractions well. Now we're pushing on past that and looking ahead. Checker is combining his role as the head coach of Lebanon alongside his Argentina duties, who face England this Sunday. Put it this way, we don't have a lot of resources to have a lot of team equipment, so most of the stuff was mine, my own stuff. There was nothing Argentina. I've tried really hard not to mix the two, even to the point where I wouldn't have put the same stuff on one computer. I think I've got to keep a division between the two. Lebanon have now finished second in their Rugby League World Cup group, and hopefully they won't get robbed for a third time. Or maybe that's just their lucky thing, and lucky actions. If they get robbed, they'll win, because they're going up against Australia next time. I don't wish it on them, but they're going to need all the luck and all the guile and whatever they can to beat this Australia team. Don't get me wrong, Checkers pulled off the impossible before against sides in the other code, the bigger sides. So, can you see them beating Australia? Not really. I wouldn't count it against them in this knockout stages of the Rugby League World Cup. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking on that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way in the near future. Tell me what your thoughts are on today's episode in the comment section below. It's open for business. Please be respectful. There's a few stories, partly Rugby League World Cup, partly the future of the game in the women's game. So club who's still a little bit in kind of quagmire, shall we say that? Tell me what your thoughts are. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. I'll end the episode as I normally do by wishing you all the best, but please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.